Do you think that there is a phase that parents tend to get stuck in out of the, well, I don't want to say the fifth phase, acceptance, but the other four?
Yeah.
Do you think or is it just all over the board?
It's a very good question. A little politically incorrect response that I find, I hate to say this, but more the dads get a little stuck in the denial phase. It's so crushing that, you know, and some moms too, but the denial and the anger is a dangerous one. So if you or your spouse or significant other or caretaking partner is stuck in the anger phase, you must get help immediately, because there is this terrible statistic that about half of the children with special needs are victims of some sort of abuse. And I'm not pointing at caretakers, but I am saying that anger is insidious and needs to be handled. But the one area that I feel most passionate about is the bargaining area, because a lot of parents will spend, I mean, who won't spend time Googling. You refresh your Google every night. Maybe something new has come up overnight that I didn't know about. Yeah, the magic. And there are so many snake oil salesmen, peddlers, trying to sell you their project. And so I'm here to tell you that there is not one thing that cures everything. And please, don't buy it. Don't enroll. Do not. Do some good, hard research before you fork over the big bucks for a treatment. And we, or as parents of special needs, children are the most vulnerable to this kind of sales, because they're hoping we find something. And indeed, some people do. They hire researchers, they create a team, they find great discoveries. There was that movie, what was it called? Someone's Oil?
Yes.
Or I write in my book about the Charlie diet for autism and epilepsy. But it's very rare, and it takes a lot of resources. So for the average person, don't keep endlessly Googling.
Jessica, can I ask you a personal question
Absolutely.
related to this topic? So I'm curious for you, now I'm guessing acceptance is mostly where you live, but do you find, like, looking at the different stages, that there was one that you tended to kind of fall into more often, or sort of a sandpit for you? Or are you perfect?
No. No, I'm not. Just because I'm the leader of this pack doesn't mean I have my own.
Perfect.
No. It's lots of makeup, good lighting, and so I always say that the grief and special needs motherhood is cyclical. That it's on again and off again. And the grief buttons get pushed. I would say just feeling sad about what Ryan can't do or won't do, or how it impacts our family. I feel like I've done a lot of growth and therapy and work and reflection and self-care and all this. Continue to be proactive about self-care and very transparent and honest about my journey, and that I think has all been very healing. But, I could be around friends or family talking about, something about their family life that is just not possible for us. And I can start to feel jealous. I can start to feel sad about that. And I always tell moms that the sad loss buttons get pushed again and again with different seasons and milestones. Ryan's almost 16. He's not going to drive. His older brother, Luke, is 18. He's a senior. He's going off to college. He's just decided where he's going. And thank you. And, that's not going to be Ryan's story. And I've completely accepted that. But when Luke leaves, there's going to be dual grief that's going to hit. Just, I'll be sad to see him go. Of course, I want him to fly the nest for sure, absolutely. But then it also hits on Ryan will never get to do those things. So
He'll do other things.
He'll do other things, and but thank you for that reminder. Thank you. So it's up and it's down. I call it the wave. It comes and it goes, comes and it goes. And thankfully, it doesn't stick, but we've also been in a mostly stable phase with Ryan for the last 3 or 4 years. There's definitely, daily anxiety to manage and tantrums and aggression at times still that has to be managed, which is not fun at all. And traumatic for everyone who's present during that time. But, ask me the question again about where I'm at when we're in an acute episode, and I'm going to tell you probably a different answer. And I will have to, when or if a phase like that hits us again, a crisis, with Ryan, I will have to employ everything that I preach, everything that I have been trying to do in the midst of that, and ask me how I'm doing.
You're allowed to fall apart. Where does it say you can't fall apart? Sometimes falling apart is one of the most loving things you can allow yourself to do. If you need to just crawl into bed one morning and recoup, who's to say you're not to do that? If you flip your lid at your kid, who hasn't?
Which I do. I'm not, I admit that freely. I do. Even at Ryan, which feels horrible. Really, I just lost my...
You're human. Parents are human too.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you for saying that. Thank you.